As part of the survey, when they moved in, one of the things that flagged up was the amount of moss on the roof that could potentially be causing damage to the roof. So I just thought that was really interesting that was recognised because of that property survey when they were purchasing the house, and the customer as obviously wants to protect their investment as they've moved in. It's well worth them getting the job done to look after the roof in the long term and the rest of the property. Morning, welcome to the job today, and already I've got tea. And look at that, little bun as well. So Riley's eating his already. It's like packed lunches, Riley.
Yeah, I got hungry.
It's like packed lunches. So this is a nice roof cleaning job we've got today. It's pretty mossy, and actually from the top of the scaffold you can see all the mossy roofs all around here, so you never know, I might pick up some more work out of this job. One little awkward thing about this job is on the end of each side of the roof there's this little triangle going down at the ends. Makes it a little bit awkward, rather than the roof being straight across the front, straight across the back. There's obviously this little lower section on the side, and there's a porch kind of low section at the front as well, so those bits are fine. The only thing that makes this awkward is those little triangles kind of on each end, but we'll see what happens. So today I'm also trying a new trigger setup, a slightly different head at the top. Now I'm already thinking this is not going to work as well as my normal setup, which is this on the left. Yeah, I'm already thinking that I don't like it before I've even started using it, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. Up here, and there's obviously slightly different the way the trigger sits on the pole. So anyway, that's enough chit chat. Let's get on with the satisfying cleaning. So yes, bit of an awkward angle, but I managed to get that. These couple of awkward bits at the end here done up there, and this one here at the same place. It's always a bit more difficult when you're reaching sort of to the side like that, but because of like the narrow pathway down the side of the house and everything, I had to do it from here basically. So that's worked out okay, and I've come down halfway down the roof here. So I'm just going to do that last little bit from the bottom, I think, on the ground, so I'm not reaching too high up. And from here you've got a brilliant view of everyone else's roof that you can see all the neighbours and how dirty and mossy they are. Look at that. Neighbour across the way, just next door there, has already asked me if I pop round and give them a price. So good stuff. Riley's already clearing out the gutters down there. Riley, give us a wave. Give us a wave. There he is, working. It's turned into a really wet day. It's absolutely hammering it down out there. So we've just been sheltering in the van for a minute. I think I'm going to have to put on the waterproofs and go for it. We've done everything at the back, washed everything down, moved everything round to the front. So the problem is at the front is there's these couple of little peaks on the top of the roof, which just means we have to move the scaffold kind of either side of those peaks, which on this property it just means that we're going to have to use the scaffold in basically 3 positions rather than 2. So it's just a little bit of extra moving of the scaffold to think about, but I've set it up ready to go. We've just finished some lunch. I want to get just the pressure washing done today. I'm going to have to come back and do the chemical treatment on a dry day. This customer also wants me to clean the driveway. It's meant to be a bit drier tomorrow, so hopefully that should all be okay. Anyway, we're going to crack on as long as we can get this pressure washing done, get it all cleaned up, get the gutters cleaned out. Riley?
Yep.
And let's see what we can do.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So yeah, it's been quite wet in the end. But I'm just going to get this lower section done. We're going to get all of this cleaned up and go home and dry out, I think. I'll just turn the camera on and what do I look like? So we've managed to clean up all the roof. The roof's looking really good. I'm going to come back on a dry day to apply the chemical and get my after pictures and all of that kind of stuff. It's going to look much better when it's all dried out. But yeah, such a wet day today. We've decided to finish there, head home. Well, the customer's not long moved into the property, so really going to transform it. By the time we've cleaned the roof, done the driveway, it's going to brighten the whole place up, tidy things up a bit. But yeah, just we're pretty much soaked through, so we're going to call it a day, but we'll be back. So I've been cleaning up the driveway this morning, but the sun is just coming out actually. So I think it's going to be all right this afternoon to put the chemical treatment on the roof. And the forecast is that it's dry the rest of the day. Also, it's going to be dry tomorrow, so that's really good. I'm planning to come back tomorrow and re-sand the driveway. Turns out that there are two different types of blocks on the driveway. It's had some kind of adjustment, made bigger at some point. So there we go, but it's cleaned up, looks really great. So I'm just packing away the pressure washing stuff, get all that out of the way so I don't get tangled up with wires, hoses and things like that, and we get this treatment done to the roof. nice sunny day. Managed to get the job all finished today, resanded the driveway. So what a transformation I've been able to make to this property. By the time I've done the roof, the driveway, brightened the whole place up. Now it turns out, I was talking to the customer's not long moved into the property, about 3 weeks or so, 3 or 4 weeks I think he said. But an interesting thing was that he told me as part of the survey when they moved in, one of the things that flagged up was the amount of moss on the roof that could potentially be causing damage to the roof and a detrimental effect to the property. So I just thought that was really interesting that was recognised because of that property survey when they were purchasing the house, and the customer as obviously wants to protect their investment as they've moved in. It's well worth them getting the job done to look after the roof in the long term and the rest of the property, make sure there's no damage that's caused to the roof tiles. I did actually find a couple of broken roof tiles. There was one just up here fairly low down, and there was actually a couple on this lower section just on the porch, and they had some spare tiles, so I was able to clean up those spare tiles, put them in instead as well. So that's really good. We've cleaned out the gutters, we've used the chemical treatment as well, which will help prevent growth coming back for at least 2 years. So I always recommend the reapplication of that chemical to look after the roof in the long term as well. And in addition to that, while I've been here working, a couple of the neighbours have also approached me. I've got 2 jobs confirmed and one other I've got to do a quote for, so I'm going to be back. How about that? Really nice street. They all seem to talk to each other and they're all really impressed with the work I did and want me to do theirs as well. What a result, can't complain. And fantastic, hope you enjoyed the video. Why not subscribe to see me clean the next 2 properties, 3 possibly. It's going to be a whole series. So make sure you follow, subscribe, and see you on the next one. Take care, bye for now.